To get them out of there, they've gone through 3 managers in a year. Wow. Trying to find the right guy. Okay, and that's basically what it's all about. But the problem is that people don't care. And they're going to be there on Section 8 until a lease comes up. And then if everything's documented, and that's why they have security at night, documenting all this stuff, then they can toss them out.
So, Victoria, how do we as a community, what are the, maybe the top 3 things that you think that we can do? I mean, and that community can be just the churches. It can be, what actions or laws or something that needs to be established. What do you see we can do to empower, let's just say, a more productive lifestyle? Because I don't want to be a hall monitor. I want to tell people how to live.
No. Honestly, they really, it's interesting because I'm gonna share. I was thinking about something before you said that, about when my daughter and I went deep into the woods, and we were invited back there. It's not for the faint at heart to be a part of that. And there's even pregnant women back there. You've got all these different variables back there, and they all pretty much have each other's back. Mm-hmm. And when you're an outsider, one that has a home, one that's literally has a car and everything, when you come into that, they actually are on guard because they're fearful that you're going to come and take away from them. Yes, because that is their home. I mean, I would have to say, thank you for inviting us in, because I knew it was an honor for them to invite us in. Like I was going through their front door as though it was on a piece of property that was theirs. Mm-hmm. And I respected that. But the fact is that for us as a community, I do believe it has to start with the people in the church. I really do. Because that has to be the safe haven, because we're supposed to have the mind of Christ, not the regular people, the mind of Christ. So we're supposed to be the ones loving on the people, not necessarily, we don't like their sin. It's not about their sin, but it's about them having a way of feeling safe, mm-hmm. where they can start sharing, and how they can start being accepted for where they're at right there. And once that happens, then all of them, you've got all these different nationalities out there too.
So it's like a subculture within a subculture, and it can, within a subculture, it can be that complex.
And when you have a good name, it actually starts, your name starts getting out there, mm-hmm. because they realize I've given my phone number out so much that they know they can call me even at 2:00 in the morning.
Wow.
And I will actually pray for them. And if I've been known to even take them to the hospital where they call me up, I've sat with them in the hospital waiting room and waited for them to get done even. And that's like a 3 or 4 or 5 hour process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's never quick.
And so, they just need to know that they're loved. It is our responsibility. We can feed them. I've got this wonderful idea that I know was the Lord's. And it's really hard for these people, if they wanted to go and get a job, to go to figure out, okay, I got to go to this church and go and eat at this church. And then on Tuesday, I've got to go to this one because they're going to do it. But that's going to take me almost all day to get over to that part of town. Now, if there was one location with all the churches working together, not saying, hey, they're my people, I'm fighting over the people. But there's so many people that need help that we could disperse and do it. But it would be really good, because there's one location, being able to have a different church on a different day where they're doing already, but in one location, so the people come to there and all their needs are being met. And also having lockers for them, and being able so they can go and have their job, start getting their feet on the ground, start being able to have a check in their pocket, adding the money into their pocket, so then they can get on Section 8 or whatever they can, or with several people to get an apartment. Mm-hmm. There are ways around it, but there's not a shortcut to this. There's just not.
So, Victoria, I'm listening to the podcast, and I want to donate. I want to contact you. I want you to come speak to our group, whatever that might be. First and foremost, how do I get a hold of you?
Through my phone number.
And that is?
253-740-7337.
Okay, and what if I want to attend your church?
If you want to attend the church, right now we are looking for a building, but we are in my house.
Awesome.
And and pre-service, we do intercession from 10 o'clock to 10:30 and 10:30 to whenever the Lord is done with service.
What's your website address?
That is fountainoflivingwaters.org.
Well,
Awesome.
that's wonderful. That's awesome. We're going to have you come back and discuss more of this because it's such an interesting topic to have somebody that's actually out in the field with the eyes of the Lord working in this particular field.
So I think we should call out if any of our listeners are wanting to help fund the book project, Stories from the Street, Painting the Face of Homelessness. I know that's not Victoria's idea, but I really think that the stories from these people need to be told, and I don't know who better than having Victoria relay those stories, because I think that stories are really important.
They really are.
What was that part? Bill, you go ahead and say the last word. Because,
I'm going to say the last word, okay? It's been great having you. We hope that you'll come back and join us again so we can go over some more of the actual aspects, because it's such an interesting topic and something the communities really need to get involved with. So until we do that, remember, everybody, you can get a hold of us at keepusmiling.com. Write us a little note. Tell us if you are interested in what we're doing. If you have somebody that's would like to come on the show, we'd love to talk to them. Subscribe. Yes, that's the word. To hear our shows, go to iHeartRadio. Look at that little subscribe button and just punch it. Just keep punching it, because that'll give you an opportunity to get all of our shows as they come off of the shelf. Well, I'm done. Are you done now? Everybody looks. Our producer today was Chris, who is sound asleep in the chair.
Yay!
We'll wake him up.
Victoria, thanks for coming on the show.
It's been great.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great. Keep us smiling.